to think about the Native's career is looking back. I find it really amazing, and especially 10 years, over 10 years after Chris left the band. All these years were like, oh, this went wrong, and this was good, this was bad, but today remains the songs actually. And just to think of all the amazing opportunities we had through Native, and all these songs that today I can still communicate with everyone, especially now that I'm, starting all over again on my own without her, which is pretty emotional to me. But also to see all the people respond to all the songs every time I get on stage, it's just amazing. And to me, Native is part of my, it's an heritage to me, and I am so grateful to be able to, basically sing the songs again, and also being able to talk with Chris. Still, we can still talk about what Native was and what it brought to us. I'm actually going to have lunch with her the day after tomorrow, and we want to think about how we could possibly put all the back catalogue to light again, and for the new audience to discover what we did, back at the time. And we also have the videos. The videos are amazing, with lots of lights and colors, and we used to do it, it was within the family, and it's just the whole thing, the entire thing is just, very interesting, I think, to have the audience to rediscover. So we'll see. But all of a sudden, when you ask that question, I can always remember John Lynn saying one evening, we were doing all the sessions here in Suresnes, near Paris. We were doing all the vocals. The music had been recorded in America, most of it, also in England, and I can always remember I was on the sofa, sort of watching TV, and tired after a long day of session, and he said, "Wow, the way I see you now is that you are at the peak of your career." And I went, "Wow." For John Lynn to say that to me is just pretty amazing. I was so happy. It was great. He took pictures, sent them over to me, and wrote down that again behind, and so that's why I can always remember. But what was the question again? No. But the second album, I mean, already when we did the EP, the Not Live, it was already great energy, great emulation. I don't know if I can say that, emulation, but great chemistry, great opportunities and doors opening beyond the French territory. And so we had this opportunity through EMI Publishing to go to America, to meet John Lynn, Diane Warren, and to basically sharpen, sort of. But I think people thought we might, just pick songs and that's it. But in fact, we ended up really connect with these people, Rick Knowles, Billy Steinberg, and get into a room. I remember in Rick Knowles' studio, and all of a sudden realize that Billy Steinberg wrote like a virgin. It's like, wow, it was great. And all the lyrics he presented to us, thinking of how the band was, and what we did before, and what he thought could be interesting for us to put on to music. And we started working in Rick's studio, and it was just amazing. We did actually 2 songs in Rick Knowles' studio, Beautiful Flower, which title, French title, is L'éclat de nos cœurs, and Soul Food. That was the title for the English title for Les couleurs de l'amour, and that was great. And then we had the opportunity to work with Diane Warren. It was great just to hang out with her. It was not possible to write a song with her, unfortunately. I said, oh no, no, you know, Laura, it's not my thing. I'd rather stay in my den, basically, and just do it on my own. Well, it was great because I got to hang out in, actually the place where she composes, and with the piano, and with this thin layer of dust on it, and she says, no, I don't ever want the maid to clean that dust because of, all sorts of stuff like that, and anecdotes, and so that was great. And I think my most incredible experience writing the song happened with John Lind and Billy Steinberg. We were in my room at the Sofitel Hotel in Los Angeles near the Beverly Center, and that was actually Chambre 709, on which, but anyway, he presented the lyrics, and I said, I have an idea for a melody. I think there's John Lind started with a bit of music with a guitar, and I said this could fit perfectly. And so he said, well, Billy Steinberg said, oh, you think? And I said, yeah, I think we should try that. And so we rented a piano. I rented a piano. We put it in my room, and we all sat around it with John Lind on the guitar, and we started, working on it. And basically, it was like putting the paper on the piano, and just instantly, it was like within the lyrics. And the start of musically with the chords and the arpeggios of John Lind did, all of a sudden I started with that on the piano, and it just happened. I just started singing, and the song we did maybe within half an hour, and it was done. It was just amazing. I was like, wow, this is magic. This is maybe power also. Let's try that on something else, But no, it was great. It was great. It was I think the best, one of the most amazing times of my life, really.